There's a sweet spot in Boerum Hill, Brooklyn that is so convenient, so lovely, and the architecture on that tree-lined street is so heartwarming. 396 State Street is perfectly positioned and a perfect example of what makes that block so beautiful. Right here, as you approach the house, you see this gorgeous brickwork and the beautiful federal elements that make this very grandly intimate home so appealing. The stoop has a lovely approach to a beautiful door, and I love how the stoop kind of comes at you. It almost hugs you as you enter. And as you enter here, you've got what I call the interior foyer. You've got pressed tin on the side of the walls there, and that's the area where you're gonna take off your coat and your scarf and your gloves in the winter. It also provides a nice windbreaker from the rest of the house, because behind it you've got that beautiful cove door, that beautiful arch with that glass that just brings all that light through. It's just so lovely and so wonderful. And that is from 1890, I do believe. I think that's a cherry door. To your right, you've got the parlor into the living room where we have Oliver the dog, and you've got two big tall windows in your parlor. To your right there is your foyer, and to your left is a decorative fireplace. Those can be made to be wood burning if you want that. There is one wood burner in the house, which I love. I'll show you that in a bit. You've got built-ins on your left side there. Your approach here is you're looking straight out onto State Street with the treetops. Love it. We're going to look through the room here, and we're going to see the pressed tin ceilings that are above you. That is an 1890 hallmark, because it gives you texture, it gives you a plaster look, but it's incredibly efficient and sweet, and it's just, like I say, heartwarming. You've got the border along the ceiling. Those are just over 9 feet, I do believe. That's an approximation. Now we're going to be looking back, love the built-ins, over to the dining room. Now the dining room is just off of the living room, and a couple things about that room. It's perfectly positioned by that kitchen, which is on your left, and those two French doors open and look out onto the very deep garden, which never ceases to amaze me how deep and beautiful that is. The dining room is set up for its classic purpose, dining, as you can see. It seats 8, I believe, and you've got a nice wall for art. And as we zoom around here, thank you very much to Jim, my videographer, who is actually the tenant downstairs. This is another perspective looking into the living and the dining. I love the floors here. I'm loving the tile work around the marble fireplace. Now let's get outside, because everybody wants to. Outside, you've got one of the deeper gardens I've ever seen. The fence is relatively new. It has lighting on it, and it's 2 tiers. I'm loving that they did the millwork for the deck on a diagonal. Just brings a different approach. One thing you don't see here is that to your right there are townhouses, very low and new townhouses, which keep this very open, big sky, lots of trees, lots of garden. Now we're going toward the eating area. I assure you that this garden has seen a multitude of purposes. So it's been used as a schoolroom when homeschooling is a thing. It's been used as a dining room, because why not? It's been used as a grilling station for obvious reasons, and an exercise space. So if you're staying at home, there's lots of places to go, and there's lots of uses for this outdoor space. I'm loving the picture here. Also, right next door, you don't see it from here, you'll see another townhouse, the backyard, when you come visit, 398, and they built out more. Maybe you can too. There is some FAR available. That is just a suggestion. You're not in a landmark zone here, but you've got all that pre-war awesomeness. This is the garden at night. Lots to love about this. Love it. There's also no building looming over you. You've got lowness all around, which I think is a nice thing. That's a pretty picture. Courtesy of the owners, I must say. Here's the kitchen that overlooks the garden. That's just beside the dining room. And inside, the appliances are very new. And you've got the fridge, the dishwasher, you've got the dual ovens, which is very nice. You've got lots of plugs because appliances. And a cork floor, which is very soft on the foot. I love the glass backsplash there. I'm liking that a lot. It's a glass brick tile with a painted white on the back, which gives it a lot of brightness, a lot of texture, which is very nice. Now we're going back toward the foyer. We're going to go up these stairs. We're going to turn around after we see how pretty this door is. There's my door. Love that. I like to recover antique doors. That would be one I would grab. It's nice to know it's in place, and it has been since the 19th century. And we're going to turn around and we're going to look into the entry hall. We're going up to the guest floor. As a reminder, this is an owner's triplex with a rental below. Now at the top of the stairs, nice oak floors. You've got a brand new bathroom, which has a washer dryer and a tub with a shower and a window that overlooks the garden, which I think is very nice. I like the paint job, like the two-tone gray, sweet, and the white. This is their son's room. We're going to bypass that. We're going to go to the front of the house. One of the things I like about this home is that nobody gets gypped on the size of the bedrooms. They're nicely scaled. This is the bathroom. We're going to go in here. Vented dryer, which is good. Soaking tub behind that, and a pedestal sink. I love it. We're going to show that dryer and that washer because that's like a Ferrari in Brooklyn. You know that. This is their son's room. Decorative fireplace, room for a bunk bed. Check out the outfitted closet with the barn door. I love the theme with the diagonal wood there, very barn-like. The mural is courtesy of an artist friend of theirs, and I think it's the sweetest thing. Room for a sitting, like a little chair. Love the menagerie. Love the zebra with his tongue out. Love that. Sweet room. This is the front room. So the scale of this room is beautiful. You look out onto the treetops, and this would easily accommodate a very big bed. If you wanted this to be your bedroom, you could. This is actually the old master bedroom. So before the people that own it now had this was their master bedroom. They, however, had a better idea, and I'm going to show you that soon. So on the side of this couch is a closet right around the corner, and this is my favorite. This goes up to the owner's penthouse. I call it the penthouse because it is. So it's the top floor, and up here you've got a bedroom. You've got, well, I'll show you. So you've got a wood-burning fireplace, beam ceilings, and you have two big windows in the treetops. It's like a tree house up here. I'm into it. A trio of windows, big bed. I like the bookshelves at the end there. There's Oliver the dog. Notice the built-ins all along here that flank all the windows. I think that's a really nice detail. And as I mentioned, that fireplace is wood burning, which I think is pretty great to have. And love the beam ceilings. Thank you for the detail, Jim. Lots of space for art on all the walls of this home. There's a lot of space for art. Now, under this, on the floor, is the wood floor, similar to what you've seen downstairs, but it's all carpeted. That can be changed. The wood floor is perfect underneath. They like carpet upstairs. This is great. So they wanted this approach to the outdoor space because you have your own outdoor space in this penthouse. They wanted outfitted closets, but they didn't want it to feel cookie cutter. So they used real wood, and they used a great shelving system, and they knew you were coming, so they straightened up a little bit. And you can see that closet space. Now into the bathroom is, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 controls. There are 4 controls. Thermostatic, handheld, and the tub shower interplay, which I love. You've got beam ceilings. You have a window on either side of the window are the mirrors. So you get that natural light on your face. So that's good to get ready and see yourself for better or for worse. And you've got dual sinks, built-in cabinetry. This is a nice master bath. One thing you don't see here is on the entrance to that master bath are 2 other closets that you can open up. One of which is a little kitchenette. So you've got a microwave in there, you got a bar space. So when you are done with your day, you can retire upstairs and you can enjoy a snack and you can enjoy a drink and you can take that out onto, this is what I'm talking about. You have outdoor space. You've got your own private outdoor space in your own penthouse, atop of your own townhouse. So you feel like you're on vacation in this master suite. And that big tree is part of your garden. So you're overlooking your own garden there, which I love. And I love the lattice work, the lighting system. I love the gardening. It's just lovely. Now you're seeing a floor covering there on the floor of the deck. Underneath is a deck work with a diamond pattern, and underneath that is the roof membrane, but it's all floating on a rubber mat. So it's all just perfect. It's just great. So now we're going to go from the penthouse upstairs, the outdoor space. Now we're in the apartment. This is a rental apartment. The approach to this home is under the stoop. So you come in, separate entrance, right underneath the stoop into this open living, dining, kitchen, which I love, with the beam ceilings, the 2 windows onto State Street. Now it can be rental income, or you can use it, although it's zone 2 family, as a 1 family. It ties together perfectly right here. You don't have to use it in its current fashion, but they have a tenant. This home will be delivered vacant. You can see the downstairs room here. And now we're seeing the entrance to the bedroom. So we're seeing the fireplace at the base, at the headboard there. You're seeing the garden. This tenant does not have their own entrance into your garden. You can invite them up if you'd like, but they don't have to go there. And this is the closet's perspective from the bed, looking at the decorative fireplace. I like that picture of the tree. And now we're going down the tenant's hallway to get to the bathroom. The tenant is not tied to your central AC system. That's the upstairs triplex. They are tied to your heating system, which is in the boiler in the basement, the boiler is only 2 years old. I think it was, recently put in. But the tenant also has their own washer dryer. There it is, right there on your right. And a window onto the garden, which is very high, and a very nice bathroom. And that is 396 State Street. Now in the cellar, which I didn't show in the video, are all the systems. Very compact. And in the cellar, there's room for plenty of wine storage, great storage, and it's very dry and just terrific. So 396 State Street, it has this grand intimacy that I love in the true federal style, in one of the best little corners of Brooklyn, most convenient, and just loveliness through and through. So if you'd like to see something very special, call me Brian Lewis of Compass, and I'm going to get you in to see 396 State Street. Thanks for coming by.